As your application grows, you may want to create different types of contexts. For example, in this application, let's add a shopping cart context. The concept of a shopping cart is different from the concept of the current user. So it's not something we want to add to the existing user context. So in the context folder, let's add a new file called cart context.js. Now to save time, I'm going to go and copy some code from our user context, paste it here. Now we need to rename user context to cart context, and here as well. Okay, now we need to provide this context in our app component or any component that wants to share a shopping cart object to its child components. So let's go to app.js. On the top, first we should import cart context from context/cart context. Now, in our render method, just like how we provided our user context, we're going to provide a shopping cart context. So we type cart context.provider. We're going to wrap everything inside this element. So we're providing two different contexts. Now, for this context, what value should we set? Well, let's set this to an object with a property called cart, which is set to an array. Well, save the changes. With this, we can go to any child component and consume this context object. So let's go to our movie row. That is our functional component. This is how we're consuming a context in a functional component, right? So let's duplicate this line. This time, we're going to consume the cart context. So let's get that. And now we can display it on the console. So console.log cart context is cart context. Let's verify this. So over here, let's look at the console, and here's our cart context where we have an empty shopping cart.